Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Yesterday we were prompted to dwell on how to intensify our sadhana. To a devotee, a question was raised. Then we found that remembrance should be the mainstay of our sadhana. All other things we may be doing it, but ultimately it should zero to remembrance of that power. In spite of knowing this, we may not be able to hold on to that remembrance. Because the me and mine is still there now. We feel we have got over the grip of me and mine by reading it. No. It is there with all its influence upon us. So that is why we find it difficult. On the same subject, Papa shared some thoughts which we thought for a Tivara Sadhaka it might help us. There are many who are doing sadhana. They do not know why they are doing it. Their concept of God is very limited and narrow. They must have in the first place a right conception of God before they try to attain Him. They take Him as an individual, as a person who lives in Vaikuntha or in Kailas or Satyalok or heaven. They adore Him, take His name, do puja to His image. What is the benefit? By the power of faith they may get something they ask for. But God realization cannot be had that way. You must realize Him as pervading the entire universe and beyond. For that you must dissolve your ego sense in the vast infinite consciousness of the Divine. Then you feel like a bird released from the cage, happy and cheerful. You are not bound by anything. You enjoy eternal peace and bliss because you have united your will with the Divine will, your consciousness with the Divine consciousness, your life with the universal life. Many do sadhana for 30 or 40 years. We are all in that category, no? They say they have not gained anything. The goal they have placed before them is not very clear to them. Because God is not an object. Who is God and what is God? Saints say Vaikuntha is within you, Kailasa is within you, heaven is within you, God is within you. Then they ask you to direct your vision inward. Dive into the source of your being. God is the all-pervading Atman. He is changeless, immanent, all-inclusive, transcendent. There is nothing outside him, nothing beyond him. In that infinite consciousness, you must lose yourself. Now the body consciousness is not there. You know that you are present everywhere. At the same time, you know that you are the truth, nameless, formless, changeless, birthless, deathless, infinite, eternal. From the personal, you must go to the impersonal. From the changing to the unchanging. From the unreal to the real. From that which has name and form to that which is nameless and formless. So we may be doing labeled spiritual disciplines like chanting of God's name, bhajan, swadhyay, satsang. Day after tomorrow we are going to have mauna. We have silent Ram Nam chanting. All those things are there, you know. But if something else is not there along with that, we will be in the same position. So here Papa says, you know, many do sadhana for 30, 40 years, they say they have not gained anything. The goal they have placed before them is not very clear to them. When you say that we want to realize God, there must be some clarity on the word God, you know. Though there will not be 100% clarity because He is beyond expressions. But still we need to have something, you know, to move. That is why Papa repeats all these words. So now each one of us are checking up whether are we clear about the goal to be real.
So even if it is not clear, the right figure it could be seen that is it not clear.
Even if it's not clear?
Even if it is not clear, what uncle?
So even if it is not clear to us, if you go on searching, the light is there, it can be seen, isn't it?
If we are go on searching, the light is there, we must get it. Even if we are not clear, if we are searching, we should get the light.
No, we are asking ourselves whether we have been searching for the light and whether we were able to get the light.
Not the whole thing, but at least something we can say about something.
You know, we have to ask ourselves. We are not asking for validation or certification from anybody. We are asking ourselves.
Swami, next there itself that is different by
Next something is there.
Repeat uncle.
Next
para itself is Swamiji, even Papa is telling. Next para itself the question is being answered.
Next paragraph, the question is answered, it seems.
Now what we are telling is, all of us are sadhakas. So we are asking ourselves whether we are moving toward that in spite of our doing it. If we feel we are doing it, then the question does not arise. If we feel discontent, if we feel there is something lacking, then only all these things are relevant. Many do sadhana for 30 or 40 years. They say they have not gained anything. The goal they have placed before them is not very clear to them. Who is God and what is God? So along with whatever discipline we are doing, and in our case mainly Nama chanting, something else has to be added because we have been chanting, This is the truth. All of us may feel some joy, something, but I don't think any of us feel that we have realized His presence within, which is the ultimate goal. So for that we should know, Papa now says, when you say God realization, what that God stands for. Yesterday we were telling, so many interpretations have gone into our brain. So many things we have read. And all these things does not allow us or permit us to go within. Because He is beyond all these expressions. That also we read. But we should try to go beyond expressions, He uses...
Experience பண்ணணும்.
அது நான் ரொம்ப சொல்றது அது நம்ம எதாவது பண்ணாலும்
அதனே
ரொம்ப சேலஞ்சிங்கா இருக்கு.
எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் பண்ணணும்னு சொன்னால் அந்த கிளாரிட்டி வேணும்னு சொல்கிறார் பாப்பா. So we must have some clarity. If it is not, otherwise, we look back now, how many years we have been in touch with ashram. For how many years we have been doing whatever is possible under the banner of sadhana. Is it making us to move towards the awareness of His presence? Ultimately, this is what we want, Now and here, if these words are coming because of Him, the very fact that we are sitting is because of Him. We know that we are sitting. Here, Papa uses the word consciousness, He is changeless, immanent, all-inclusive, transcendent. There is nothing outside Him, nothing beyond Him. In that infinite consciousness, you must lose yourself. Infinite consciousness. So what we all of us are asking ourselves, I have been in touch with ashram for 5 decades, 6 decades. I have been doing Ramnam. I have been doing this and that. I have met Mahatmas. I have attended Satsang. Everything is all right. To a very great extent, I have been able to lead a righteous life, simple life, honest life. But still, somewhere in the mind it says, I am far away from the realizing His presence within. When I am not satisfied with the present scheme of things in which I live, then only I can move forward, If we are satisfied with the way in which we are living now, there is no need for aspiring for God realization. But Papa is addressing to sadhakas, ultimate aim is to become that. Human life is a rare acquisition. Its purpose is to know the Atman, by knowing which you have nothing more to know. Everyone must realize that the divine is within him. God is within your heart. You are his embodiment. You are he, but you do not know that. There is a veil of ignorance separating you from God. Remove the veil, first God, everything else comes next. These are his words in the small book. Thus speaks. So, to what extent I have been able to experience? Whether first I have understood that he is within me. There is something which is blocking me to know this, okay. But I should know who is inside, some idea. Because everywhere we have some clarity on the object to be seen or to be reached, the destination to be reached. When you have planned to go to a temple, the Murti is there in our mind. The destination is there in our mind. Similarly, what do we have in our mind when we say, we want to realize God? This is what Papa is bluntly asking us. Many do sadhana for 30 or 40 years. They say they have not gained anything. The goal they have placed before them is not very clear. Who is God and what is God? Immediately, let us not rush up with any borrowed knowledge. Whether it comes from within. What is God? Who is God and what is God? So when we apply our mind on these lines and then connect it with the sadhana we are doing, probably it might help us to move closer to the ideal. Otherwise, what we have been doing, it will continue again. Many of us have been in touch with ashram for the past 5 or 6 decades, Some maybe 1 or 2 decades. And we have been chanting Ram Nam. We have been reading Papa's books. So we have to ask ourselves. Some clarity comes to us when we go to the book, small book, at the feet of God. Because Papa, whatever he says, it has come from his own experience. So he says, Ramdas, who are you? This is there at the feet of God. That is, one has to ask oneself, Normally, you and I are guided by our own image. I am so and so's son, my name is so and so, I am working so and so, I am the father or the mother or a friend of so and so, I am the employee, I am the employer, like that, an image. That will not help. So Papa is asking, and Papa was kind enough to put the answer also for the benefit of all of us. Ramdas, who are you? You are not a man, nor a woman, nor beast, nor bird, nor plant, nor earth, nor any other object that is seen or can be conceived of. You are eternally free, the nameless, formless one. The ever-existent love itself, bliss itself, the one sole reality, the one deathless existence. So when we read that, this is how the sadhana starts. Reflection starts. Many of us may not be asking at all this question. So today, that is why Papa made it possible for us to remember this. So during his, you might be knowing that this At the Feet of God was written somewhere in 1928. It is purely a dialogue. Normally it is said a soliloquy. He is talking to himself, in our words. But he was not talking to himself. He was talking to the reality within, who he portrayed as mother. So as a sadhaka, who is an advanced sadhaka, a very well advanced sadhaka, he is asking this question to himself. And then he puts it as for posterity, for people like us to know. This is the method I use, you try. Whether you get the answer or not, you try. This is the method I used. We will find Lord Krishna telling in the 18th chapter, I have told you all these things, now you decide. Yathechasi tata guru. And whatever you feel like, you do it. So similarly, Papa is placing before us his sadhana. So when this question was coming to us yesterday, we thought again going through Papa's books and then finding it out, it will be an academic exercise. I don't want that academic exercise. Then just before coming here, a few minutes before coming here, and suddenly he says, take the book at the feet of God. And in this particular question, he stops. Think about it. So this is how we should ask ourselves. Oh Muktananda, who are you? That like that. Each one of us asks this question. The greatest advantage is that at least for a short time we are away from the image of ourselves. Otherwise, I have identified myself as something, that comes and stands before. It always projects itself, justifies itself. So the answer is also very, very, very inspiring. Ramdas, who are you? You are not a man, nor a woman, nor beast, nor bird, nor plant, nor earth, nor any other object that is seen or can be conceived of. What does this mean?
Each has got its own form. And name.
Uncle, you repeat Kalishupal Mama?
Each has got its own form and name.
Each has got its own name and form. Each has got its
Form and
own
name.
name and form.
Likewise, we have got form and name.
But somebody, these
We don't say go inside and see the soul.
So we
That
have
is Satsang.
to go inside and see the soul. That is Satsang.
Kindly hear this. Nor any other object that is seen or can be conceived of.
Beyond the knowable something that you mentioned.
He is not an object. Simple. Only an object can be explained. The subject is trying to explain an object. Here there is no object. So what remains? Only subject.
Subject.
Ah.
Subject. Subject defining the subject.
Huh?
Subject defining the subject.
Uncle is saying subject defining the subject.
Subject, சொல்லும்பொழுது அப்படின்னா then கண்டவர் மிண்டினர் விண்டவர் கண்டர். Because this, those who have experienced, they will not be able to explain. Those who are explaining, they have not seen. Because it is not an object. So God is not an object. Papa wants us, everybody may be feeling Papa only said chant Ram Nam and carry on with it. No. He wants us to go deep, 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 deep into ourselves. So he says, you are not an object that is seen or can be conceived of. You are not an object. Then you are a subject. How can a subject discuss about a subject? It's not possible. So this, we must have this idea. Many do sadhana for 30 or 40 years. They say they have not gained anything. The goal they have placed before them is not very clear to them. Who is God and what is God? Saints say Vaikuntha is within, Kailasa is within you, heaven is within you, God is within you. They ask you to direct your vision inward, dive into the source of your being. God is the all-pervading Atman. He is changeless, immanent, all-inclusive, transcendent. There is nothing outside him, nothing beyond him. In that infinite consciousness, you must lose yourself. So along with chanting, we must also pray. You still make me to feel. That is why, as somebody beautifully pointed out, that God
as omniscient and omnipresent.
Omniscient, omnipresent.
Is also called the ocean of kindness. In spite of that, why does it play hide and seek before a devotee who is doing sadhana for 30, 40, 50 years?
That is the question.
Why does it not?
That is the question, no? We have not asked him,
Why does it not graciously ask it is reveal himself?
That is what he wants us to ask within. We are searching for answers outside.
Yeah.
So long as we are searching answers outside, we will not get. The same question we have to ask, close our eyes and ask. I believe your words. You have said that you are within me. Why are you making this hide and seek? Why are you not making me aware of it? And whenever intention is so intense, we will get the answer. That means what is it that makes us to become unaware of him? If somebody says it will not be yours. We go to gurus, they say so many things, we hear, but what is happening to us? Nothing. We have reverence for them, respect for them. In our case, Papa Mataji, when they say, we have no question, but we have not been able to live up to. That means we should get the interpretation from inside, not from outside. This also Papa makes it.
Where God immediately gives salvation to some and he prays.
First of all, we should have the right concept about God, Have we checked up what is God? That's why Papa asking this question. What is God and who is God? That we have not clarified. Then only all these questions are relevant. Because it is only for the sake of getting an answer we are doing it. Our mind is playing, our mind.
Is it Papa's sadhana that made him to realize within 2 years and others 50 years, 60 years not possible?
No. He himself did it, no. His own sadhana.
That's what I like.
His own sadhana. And his own sadhana consists not merely chanting, whose name he was chanting, what is he and what is God, all those things were very clear to him. That is why in 2-3 months when the father came and said, he asked, God is making him repeat his name. I am repeating his name, Allah. Because he was very clear who is God and who is it. So he is the one who is making us to repeat his name. Later on when we try to dig out all those things, then he says life is the expression of Atman. So he is there in the form of life force, consciousness, intelligence. Then who are we to ask? He is that. So only by going inward and asking these questions, not outward, we will get the answer. Every one of them got answer not from outside. I'll again read. Many do sadhana for 30, 40 years. First, there are many who are doing sadhana. They do not know why they are doing it. Their conception of God is very limited and narrow. They must have in the first place a right conception of God. What is God? No? Before they try to attain Him. They take Him as an individual, as a person only who lives in Vaikuntha or Kailas or Satyalok or heaven. They adore Him, take His name, do puja. What is the benefit? By the power of faith, they may get something they ask for. But God realization cannot be had that way. Nothing wrong the first one, but we will not get God realization. Normally, grihasthas, professionals, social beings, when they are pressed with so many problems, they will pray, They will pray to any Ishtadevata they have in their mind. Please come to our rescue. I don't know. We all do that. And then proportionate to the faith, we also get some relief. And even if relief is not there, by His grace, He will know that there must be some purpose behind it. That's all. But still we are not going inside. Who is making this grievance, this complaint? So that is why he says, they must have in the first place a right conception of God before they try to attain Him. You must realize Him as pervading the entire universe and beyond. For that you must dissolve your ego sense in the vast infinite consciousness of the Divine. Then you feel like a bird released from the cage, happy, cheerful. You are not bound to anything. You enjoy eternal peace and bliss because you have united your will with the Divine will, your consciousness with the Divine consciousness, your life with the universal life. Many do sadhanas for 30 or 40 years. They say they have not gained anything. The goal they have placed before them is not very clear to them. Who is God and what is God? Saints say Vaikuntha is within you, Kailasa is within you. Dive into the source of your being. Dive into the source of your being. Where from this notion of I comes, dive. God is the all-pervading Atman. He is changeless, immanent, all-inclusive, transcendent. There is nothing outside Him, nothing beyond Him. In that infinite consciousness, you must lose yourself. Now the body consciousness is not there. You know that you are present everywhere at the same time. You know that you are the truth. Nameless, formless, changeless, birthless, deathless, infinite, eternal. From the personal, you must go to the impersonal. From the changing to the unchanging. From the unreal to the real. From that which has name and form to that which is nameless and formless. Think.
Swamiji,
Amma, you can sit here.
ನೀವು ಲೆಕ್ಕಗಳು ಚನ್ನಾಗಿ
Amma, you can sit here.
ತಿಳಿದಿದ್ದೇನೆ.
Eh?
ನೀವು ಲೆಕ್ಕಗಳು ಚನ್ನಾಗಿ ತಿಳಿದಿಲ್ಲ ಏನ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನೇಮ್ ತಿಳಿದಿಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತು.
എത്ര ചെന്നാലും പുരിയത്തില്ല എന്നതിനല്ലേ?
Name and form we have.
Ah.
That is why we
Because
are not able
form and
to.
name is there, with which I am trying. I am using the form and name to go to the nameless and formless. Then you can drop it.
കേൾക്കണം അവരുടെ വെളിയിൽ കേട്ടിട്ട് എന്നെ പ്രയോജനം ഉള്ള കേളുങ്കോ ഉള്ള കേളുങ്കോ യു ക്ലോസ് യുവർ ഐസ്
All this is only making me restless, that's all. Nothing else.
you close your eyes and start asking these questions. Acha, now you
Swamiji, day by day, I am realizing that I am nowhere. Start agale.
eh?
Not started. Not started. Start agale.
ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணணுமேம்மா இல்லாட்ட எப்படி வண்டி விடுறோமே.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇದು also ಆಯ್ತು sir.
Dive into yourself, Jonna, we must make Elia. ഇതെല്ലാം அந்த ഡൈവിങ്ങിലെ ഒരു പാർട്ട് തന്നെ, ഡോണ്ട് വറി. இப்போ சும்மா நீங்கள் உட்காந்துருந்தேன்னு சொன்னால் தட் மீன் தெர் இஸ் நோ, அது என்ன உள்ளே போயிட்டு என்ன ஐ எம் ஸ்ட்ரகிளிங் பட் ஐ எம் நாட் கெட்டிங் an answer. That means you have started going in. The only thing is, instead of expecting an answer from outside, we should get an answer from inside. The subject alone should answer to the subject. And mysteriously we will experience. You may not be able to convey that, but we will be able to experience it.
We are not able to go beyond Saguna.
ആയിക്കട്ടും സഗുണമാനാലും അതിലെയും 100% സിൻസിയറായിരുന്നാൽ പോരുമേ. സഗുണം ഓക്കെ, 24/7 സഗുണം വേണം. ഓൾ അപ്പോൾ സഗുണവുമില്ലേ? ദാറ്റ് മീൻസ് സഗുണവുമില്ലേ? ഞാനും എന്നോട് തന്നെ എനിക്ക് ഒരു ഔട്ട് ഓഫ് 18 hours in the waking state, the 17 hours 50 minutes our saguna is me and mine is there. 10 minutes angengiyam porthe Bhagavan. This is the blunt truth. That too in the form. But saguna is okay if we have got 24/7. This is what we have learned from Bhaktottama's life. Anywhere and everywhere he only saw that. There is no me and mine in a bhakta. You read any Bhaktottama's what do you call it? Life and mission. Purandaradal.
Triune path ali varadu. In the triune path, he is saying it is not coming.
Why not? Triune path is leading us there, no? Triune path is leading towards that only. Remembrance. Mataji in the Arati here, she was very particular to add all those things we feel. We did not have a chance to discuss with her on this aspect. At that time it did not strike to us. But nowadays when we go through the Arati, there are many Saguna forms are also brought in. Achyudam Keshavam Ramanarayanam Krishna Damodaram Vasudevam Hari Sridharam Madhavam Gopika Vallabham Janaki Nayakam Chandram Bhaje. Illaya?
Yes, sir.
So everything is there. Because those who want to lead that is why when somebody asks what this Ram stands for the Nirguna Nirakara Shashvata Ananda Swarup. But those of us who have got emotionally, devotionally attached to Lord Ramchandra Murthy of Ayodhya, nothing wrong. But it should be 24/7. Our bhakti is only when we go to the temple, when we see the photo of a Murti, for a trice like that. Then afterwards, me and mine comes here, no? Even when I go to a temple, the me and mine predominates. Only by their grace, 1 or 2 minutes, or when we are pushed to the sanctum sanctorum, an inexplicable bliss is there. But that stays only for 1 or 2 minutes at best. When we come back, we say we had wonderful darshan. But we leave the deity also there. Whereas the experience we had, there was no otherness. You go to Guruvayur or Balaji, Tirupati, you spend a lot of money, take a room there, wait for your turn, then you go there, stand in the queue for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, and then you slowly move towards the Murti there, and then suppose there is a rush day, they will ask you, please move, and you are there hardly for a minute or two, no? And what happens during that minute that is important. Your turn is over, somebody pushes you, you make a round, you come back, you had good darshan, you feel. You are honest, not dishonest. You are honest. Because during that particular 1 minute or 2 minutes, there was an absence of otherness. You became one with that inexplicable reality. But when you come back, you leave the deity there. That means that deity which was helpful for me to realize this oneness, for a split second, I should be able to retain it, no? So Saguna form is not belittled. Govindan சொல்றதுக்குள்ள
repeat, uncle.
When we go into the temple, when we go inside, when we are concentrating on that,
when we are going within some concentration goes something like that.
Now please think, we are discussing about Saguna and Nirguna. Somebody said, Saguna halts me. And Saguna will not halt us. Provided we become 100% sincere in Saguna worship. Papa has praised us a Nirguna worship here. But we have also slipped into Saguna worship, because mind has got that craving. Papa's form, Mataji's form. That is why Mataji was very particular that in the Papa Samadhi room there should be no image, no ritual, nothing should be there. Because at least in one place we must connect ourselves to that nameless, formless, all-pervading, indwelling reality. So this is what Papa placed before us. And Mataji highlighted it by defining who Papa is. Suppose our inclination, our mindset is towards Saguna Aradhana, nothing wrong. But there we should know that Saguna Aradhana means not a fleeting moment. Subservience to a form. Subservience to a form of God
with attributes.
Constantly. Whether I am there in the temple or not. So that every day, what we have found is, every day we also bring that Saguna form. Because the Saguna form was also responsible for us to take to this Nirguna aspect. So right from Lord Vinayaka, right from so many gurus, each one has helped us. So better remember them all in the morning. It's a good discipline. So that this confusion will not take place. Saguna, Nirguna.
Yes, Swami.
And in the Arati also we will find some Saguna aspect, some Nirguna aspect. And finally, of course, Samartha Ramdas, that's both. That there it is mentioned, Jajjastali he manajaya maje. Finally, I should be able to see you in everything. Wherever my mind goes, I should be able to see you. Wherever my head is placed, I should be able to see that I am doing on your feet. With that, we all come out of the Mother Hall. Anyhow, so this is something, and this question, Ramdas, who are you? So we have to ask ourselves this question. Initially we will say, I am so and so, so and so, so and so, so and so. I have done this, I have done that, I am done this, all those things. Okay, it's all right. Who really you are? Then Papa says, you are not a man, you are not a woman, you are not a beast, you are not a bird, you are not a plant, you are not an earth, you are not any object that is seen or can be conceived of. You are the eternally free, nameless, formless, one ever existent love itself, bliss itself, the one sole reality, the one deathless existence. Those of you who have got this at the feet of God, please. Ramdas, who are you? That is the title. Okay, from the serious topic we will now come down to the little lighter one, article that conveys something to us.
Door and strainer.
Strainer.
Strainer. Right. That is okay. Ladle, no? A ladle serves by giving, yet never loses its own essence. A silent example of selfless action. It dips into abundance, shares without attachment, never claiming ownership of the contents. ஆப்பேல் எடுத்து போடுறப்ப ஆப்பே இல்லையா கரண்டி A ladle serves by giving, yet never loses its own essence. A silent example of selfless action. It dips into abundance, shares without attachment, never claiming ownership of the contents. Just as a ladle does not boast of the soup it serves, one must not take pride in deed done for others. It is a tool of offering, giving what is needed, when needed, without ego. Let your actions be like a ladle, an instrument of service, dipped in love, offered with humility.
Intrinsic meaning.
Intrinsic meaning.
Intrinsic meaning. Now we come to the salt. Salt is invisible once dissolved, yet it transforms the entire dish, teaching the power of subtle influence. You cook and give me, food. Forgotten to put. But when you put uppu, you will not see it also, no? Salt is invisible once dissolved, yet it transforms the entire dish, teaching the power of subtle influence. It reminds us that presence does not need to be loud to be meaningful. I don't have to tom-tom, no? Like humility, salt never seeks attention, yet brings balance where it is needed most. Too little, everything feels bland. Too much, it overpowers. Salt shows the importance of the right measure of tone, words, and actions. True value often lies in what quietly uplifts without demanding recognition. Let our presence be like salt, understated, balanced, deeply impactful in the background of life. Papa. We move to clock. A clock is a quiet companion that marks every second with discipline and grace. Its hands move in harmony, never missing a beat, never rushing ahead. In life too, growth happens in measured steps, not through haste, but through steady effort and awareness of time. The clock reminds us that each moment is an opportunity. Once gone, it never returns. Let us learn to honor time, to act when needed, rest when required, and move forward with balance. The ticking is a call. Tick, tick, tick. To stay present, consistent, and trust that everything unfolds at the pace it is meant to. So today 3 items, Ladle, salt, and clock. Enough, 2-3 items. Slowly the mind will get trained. Everything has got something to convey, We should reach that stage. Even if we don't remember, we know one thing. Something is there for us to understand. So that means nothing is irrelevant, nothing is unimportant, nothing is insignificant. Why? Everything has come from Him. So for triggering our sadhana, intensifying our sadhana, hastening our sadhana, we must do this inward journey and also become conscious of all the things that He placed before us. Some subtle meaning. This subtle meaning will be known only when we go deep, not at the superficial plane, lip level. No. Similarly, we have to go within, dive deep to know His presence. Otherwise, we will see a ladle, a clock, salt, all those things we see. But now we know each one, when we deeply go within, we try to understand so many things. So similarly, we have understood ourselves as a person, a relative person, an image. But beyond that, suppose we try to go inward, just like Papa asked, who is Ramdas, Every one of us, in a calm and quiet sattvic atmosphere, we ask ourselves, who am I? Then we will be able to get the answer. Hari Om. ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम 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 हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम नमस्कार नमस्कार प्रणाम 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 हैं?
नमस्कार
नमस्कार नमस्कार हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम
Oh, sorry. Saying something. You could say something, Tommy? नहीं नहीं नहीं